So I got a retro gaming device from TikTok that has access to over 20,000 games in this little compact bad boy. I'm going to be comparing that with a PlayStation Portal device that has access to just maybe PS4 games, PS5 games, and the cloud streaming service games. Now this has access to Sega favorites, Nintendo favorites, Game Boy favorites, even PlayStation favorites, while this just PlayStation games. Now I'm going to be playing 1 or 2 games on both devices. You will be the judge. You should let me know which one you prefer in both of them. Now without any much further ado, let us get to what we have in this video. Let's go. So I was scrolling through TikTok and I discovered a lot of buzz about this retro gaming device. I checked it and I kind of liked what I saw. I decided to make the purchase and it was exactly how it was.
23,000 games. You've got PlayStation, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, N64, Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy DS, Mega Drive, Dreamcast. You've got over 100 different Pokemons, old classics like Mario Brothers, Crazy Taxi, Crash Bandicoot 1, 2 and 3. So take a trip down memory lane with this amazing console.
Now here's the big question. Can this retro gaming device, which costs less than 50 quid, deliver the same level of fun and nostalgia that the PlayStation Portal currently does? I'm going to put both of them to the test and you be the judge. Let's start with design. The retro gaming console is compact, lightweight and super portable. It might not have the fancy high-res screen or next-gen graphics as the PS Portal, but it is all about bringing back the nostalgia with its classic D buttons, AB buttons, and a library packed with 20,000 plus games. It is also fully independent, meaning no need for an internet connection or a PS5 to play. Now let's talk about what really matters, the gaming experience. The PlayStation Portal is strictly a remote play device, which means you can only play PS5 games streamed from your console or games currently available on the cloud streaming service. No offline gaming. So if your Wi-Fi isn't strong, expect lags, frame drops, and some very frustrating moments. But here's where the retro gaming console shines. This thing has over 20,000 preloaded games, which includes classic titles from NES, SNES, Sega Genesis, Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, and all our PlayStation favorites. And the best part, it works offline, so no need to rely on an internet connection. Just pick up and play anytime, anywhere, any day. I tested out SuperMario and WWE, and I have to say it really took me back. The controls are responsive, the gameplay is smooth, and the nostalgia effects, absolutely top tier. Now let's talk performance and battery life. The PlayStation Portal boasts 1080p at 60 frames per second. But again, it depends entirely on your internet speed. If you've got a slow connection, you might not get the smooth experience you're expecting. Meanwhile, the retro gaming console doesn't need to worry about Wi-Fi. It's all pre-installed and runs games natively, so there is zero lag tolerance and zero lag rates. What about the battery life? It is surprisingly solid, as you get about 4 to 6 hours of gameplay on a single charge, which is more than enough for a good session on the go. So here's where things get really interesting. The PlayStation Portal costs a whopping £200. And considering it's just a remote play device, it feels like Sony might have overcharged on this one. Meanwhile, this retro gaming console is just under £50 and offers thousands of games, offline access, and a longer battery life. And so if you're looking for value for money, I think the choice is pretty obvious. As I said earlier on in this video, I've left a link in the description to this item. I would love to see your comments about the retro gaming console if you later purchase it, and be careful to purchase the one on the link provided, as there are quite a number of fake ones out there in the market.
Set the candle to the wind. Round 1, fight!
Damn. So there you have it, guys, the PlayStation Portal device or the retro gaming device I got from TikTok. Now I would love to see what you guys preferred between this guy or this guy in the comment section in this video. If there's any game you want me to try on the retro gaming device that came to mind, let me know and I'll show you how the gameplay is. Or if there's any game you want me to try on the PlayStation Portal device, also let me know and I'll show you how the gameplay is. But till then, I'll speak to you guys soon. Peace.